Hey, Shalom. All praises, honor, glory, blessings, and power be unto Abanawa Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rakaha Kodash. Double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops. Double honors to the apostles, elders, elder bishops of Great Millstone. And Shalom to the prophets of that body, a hearty Shalom. And Shalom to the 144,001 third, whoever you are. Okay. And may peace and blessings be upon you and your households as we approach the end. Excuse me, Lord willing, soon. All right. As you know, time is going fast. The Lord Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash has sped up the time for the elect's sake. Okay. And let me just get that scripture up. Just bear with me. I'm going to clear my throat again. I don't want to be too loud in the microphone. Excuse me. Matthew 24 and 22. And except those days should be shortened, there should no flesh be saved, but for the elect's sake, those days shall be shortened. Okay, time is going fast. Okay, you feel like while we're in this, what do you call this? Elder Kazaki Allah gave a beautiful name to this this life we lead. How did he say it? He said it in a real. He used a specific term. Elder Kazaki Allah of GMS Mississippi, one of my favorite teachers. Simulation. This simulation, yeah, this simulation that we're in, right? Actually, let me get the definition of simulation. Definition of simulation. Damn it. Yes. Okay. Simulation is an imitative representation of a process or system that could exist in the real world. In this broad sense, simulation can often be used interchangeably with model. Okay. Sometimes a clear distinction between the two terms is made in which simulations require the use of models. The model represents the key characteristics or behaviors of the selected system or process. Okay, so the selected system or process in this case would be this captivity we're in, like we're in the last few days of our captivity to end. Okay, what does simulation mean? Definition and examples. In its simplest, a simulation is a stand-in for the real thing. Yeah, in its simplest, a simulation is a stand-in for the real thing. The real thing is going to be the kingdom. That's the real deal. That's the real deal Holyfield, right? Okay, the kingdom. But in this simulation that we're in right now, okay, to learn the difference between good and evil. Okay, for example, if every day is a holiday, then what's a holiday, right? Now in the kingdom, we're going to be on holiday forever, and every single day you're not going to be bored. Every single day is going to be like the first day you're in the kingdom. That's how it's going to feel because you're going to be so enthusiastic and happy every single day. It's going to be like waking up the first time. You know, you're not going to be bored. You're not going to ever get fed up. Oh man, I don't feel like flying today. I'm bored of this. I want something new to deal with. No. Okay, it's going to be endless, endless, endless vacation. Okay, in the spirit power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushai. So this simulation that we're in right now, okay, which is basically this captivity of Esau Edom, our final one. We're in the last few stages of it. Okay, those prison doors are about to swing open. Okay, and we're going home soon. Okay, hence the reason why time is going so fast, as I read in Matthew 24 and 22. And on the flip side, Esau Edom, Revelation 12 verse 12, they know they have a short time. Okay, they know they have a short time. Hence the reason why, you know, the fear of, I'm sure they're having nightmares and dreams of some of the men of the Lord that they see teaching on the screens, actually in their new bodies with spiritual power, whooping that ass in the kingdom, or even prior to that, pulling them out of their bunkers and shit when Yahweh Shai returns. I'm sure there are. So they're scared. They're probably, they're probably having sleepless nights. They're probably trying to do all sorts of things to, appease and please their mind, drugs and things like that. They're trying to be, they're trying to consult their witches, the people that, you know, keep an eye on the heavens, the stars, that, this, that, and the third, you know, on the left hand side to try and hear something positive from the demons they communicate with. And Yahweh Shemashai, might throw them a little bone, to make them feel a little bit better. But then that bone is taken away 48 hours later, so they feel like, so they feel like shit again, right? The Lord Yahweh Shemashai, he's gonna probably play with he's gonna play with these devils, but they're shit scared, man. Okay, so that's why they're getting underway to do what they need to do. Next lockdown, financial crash, RFID, micro C hit, Revelation 13:16, Jeremiah 30 verse 7, Jacob's trouble, right? Revelation 11:14, the World War III. Okay, all these things are about to happen. Okay, Yahweh Shai's return is imminent. I'm saying all that to say this, that time is going fast, and it feels like, like if you remember the old VCRs. Remember when you used to fast forward it? If you want to get to a specific scene, or you already saw that already, you want to get to, you've already watched 20 minutes already, and the next day you carry on the movie and you fast forward to that scene, right? Okay, it's like, like fast forwarding a scene. It feels like you're in that simulation where you wake up every day and you're moving fast, like you're being fast forwarded by a remote. You understand what I'm trying to say? It feels like you're doing everything extra fast. Even if you get up early, it feels like you've got to move extra fast to catch up with time, because catch up with time, or time catch up with us. However that saying goes, you know, you feel like, you're trying to, it's like time is right beside you, and time is riding forward, and you're just trying to run and catch up with time because it's moving so quickly, right? And each day that you get through, right, is another day closer to the kingdom. Okay, so keep going, Jacob. Keep going. All right, and because we have days that are somewhat balanced and some days that are somewhat horrible, and each day you get through, I just say Brakti Habashim Hashai for putting the day behind me, you know. But you learn from it, but it's still not a nice experience, I'm talking about myself first and foremost. All right, so you got to deal with your particular lot, your particular burden, your particular aches and pains, your particular thorns in the flesh. All right, life will never wait for you to be okay. Get up and carry your burden and keep going. Okay, you got to keep going. And it's spiritual as well. You see a man here carrying this, and then man's walking. You can see the man's got a beard on his face as well. That's spiritual. All right. And we got Jakes. There's Jakes who look like that. It's not representing it. It could pass from Northern Kingdom, brother. I'm just saying, hypothetically speaking, right? But I'm just saying, you got to keep going. Okay. Remember what you can't be just walking around in circles, right? You got to keep pushing forward. Keep pushing forward. Remember, each day you get through, okay, you don't have to repeat that day ever again. You don't have to go back to May the 11th again, May the 10th again, 2026. This is it. It's right behind us. It's gone, done and dusted. Let's move forward. Okay, each day we get through is another day closer to the kingdom, another day closer to the return of Yahushua, another day closer to being in our new bodies, another day closer to living in righteousness and peace in the spirit and power of Yahweh Bahashem Yahushua. Okay, and the Lord is not a man that he should lie. Okay, and Lord said that the Lord is not a man that he should lie. Has he lied so far? Okay, did we not rule? Did we not go into captivity? Are we not the salt of the earth? Okay, isn't Esau Edom the devil? The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. Are they ruling? Are they not ruling? Okay. Second Ezra 6 verse 54. The other nations are like spittle, right? And the Lord Yahweh Shemeshai gave this damn devil, dominion over the earth for a short duration, and they lived deliciously. And they're heathens So how much more the apple of Yahweh Shemashai's eye? Us Israelites, how much more are we going to get? There's a lot to look forward to. So don't dwell on the hell that you catch. Pray to Yahweh Bashem Yashai. I understand you get a little bit panicky because we're in the flesh, okay? But when these things happen, what goes to my mind is, cast your burdens on Yahweh Bashem Yashai. That just starts resounding in my head. You got the formula, man. You got the name of Yahweh Bashem Yashai to deliver you out of each situation. And remember, each situation the Lord puts you through is a test. Are you going to rely on Him, or are you going to crash and burn? Right? We've got bigger fish to fry. All right, all these cares and these worries of this world are just here in this world. And this simulation is almost done. Okay? It's almost done. It's almost done. Okay. So life will never wait for you to be okay. Get up, carry your burden, and keep going. Okay? And from a spiritual standpoint, pray without ceasing. Let's go to some scriptures. Yeah? We've got a lot to look forward to, man. Okay? Put it behind you, Jacob, and just keep moving forward. All right? Let's keep going forward. Just bear with me. Let's go to Hebrews 10:36. All right. Hebrews. Hebrews 10:36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, ye might receive the promise. Okay? What you're going through, your specific bespoke hell that's your burdens, your thorns in the flesh, the hell that you got to catch every day is, and whatever lot has the Yahweh Shemesh has given you in terms of the in terms of his office, because all offices are not the same, right? Whatever Yahweh Shemesh has given you to deal with, and the work he's given you to do, you just do it and be patient. And in the spirit, right? You don't feel right until you do what you need to do daily, whatever your particular lot is, right? You don't feel right. Then once it's done, don't you feel a little bit better? Okay? Hebrews 10:36. For ye have need of patience, that after ye have done the will of the Most High, Yahweh Shem Yashai, you might receive the promise of eternal life. Right? Promises of eternal life. Boy. Let me go to Hebrews 10:36 on my phone. Hebrews 10:36 GNT. See what the GNT is saying. Hebrews 10:36 Good News Translation. You need to be patient in order to do the will of the Most High and receive what He promises. Okay, patience is part of this process too. Don't they say good things come to those who wait? And do you not think that being patient is a good sign and a good indication for you to be a future ruler? Okay, a king is always patient. A king that just loses his marbles, as we say in the UK, or you go do lally, as we say in the UK, meaning you go crazy and buck wild. What happens to individuals like that? I mean, if you look at Nicky Santoro in the movie Casino, he was somewhat of a big shot. He had money, women, power, right? But he wasn't a balanced leader. He would just go off his emotions straight away without control, like a female. And what happened to him and his brother in the end? That's an example. Okay, that people in power fall like that when they don't use their common sense and use their mind and be patient. All right, patience is also part is also a trait of a good king. Okay? All right? But the thing is, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshua has put you in a spirit where you know you can actually feel time going fast. Okay? You can feel time going fast. So just dust off your shoulders and keep it moving every single day. All right? And you're here to learn from these things that you go through. If you haven't learned anything from it, okay, then you're failing as a person to take heed for what Yahweh Hashem is trying to teach you. Because remember, the little things that you're going to deal with, these little skirmishes, scuffles, these little things, these little headaches, you know, they're little things that you're dealing with for the greater situations to come. Okay? It's a building blocks of your faith. All right? I don't want to make this too long because let me get this. Isaiah 41:10. Fear thou not, for I am with thee. Be not dismayed, for I am thy power. I will strengthen thee, yea, I will help thee, yea, I will uphold thee with the right hand of my righteousness. Okay? You won't fall, Jacob. You won't fall. If you're part of his sheep, Yahweh Hashem Yeshua's sheep, you know in the spirit, the Lord is giving you this, I don't know, it's hard to describe, this spiritual confidence, this leverage, spiritual leverage, where you feel that you can actually feel Yahweh Hashem Yeshua with you. You understand what I'm trying to say? You know what you're going through, the Lord is letting you know this is just a test, keep going. You got me. Did the Lord say that he's going to be with us till the ends of the earth? Did he not say that? Right? Did the Lord just say here that I will help thee? And won't the elect call upon the Lord's name? Right? Does it not say in the scriptures that the elect shall praise his holy name? That's the formula as well. The Lord's giving you faith, building you up, and also giving you the name for protection, for guidance, for patience, for balance, for peace of mind, and also to deliver you out of situations and also learn from them. Okay? As you get through each single day, and each single day is another day closer to the kingdom. All right? Another day closer to the kingdom. So just keep going. Don't get stuck in a tailspin, woe is me kind of spirit. You keep going. All right? This is all a simulation to learn. Right? Dust off your shoulders. You know? Pray to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua and keep it moving, man. Keep it moving. The Lord ain't going to let you fall. If you're part of his sheep, the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is not going to let you fall. These small things that we're dealing with are nothing compared to what's to come. But remember one thing. When Esau turns up the temperature, Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is going to show himself even more to his sheep, to his men. It's not going to be like Esau's going to be turning up, pulling out the straps. Men going to be surrounding your home, and the Lord is not going to do anything. Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is going to do something miraculous. Okay? Something miraculous. And we see miracles every day. Yahweh Hashem Yeshua shows us. And you know, every single day you see miracles, spiritual numbers, chariots, orbs, lights, flickers of lights in your peripheral, huge flashes. Your house lights up, your kitchen lights up, your room lights up. All right? I'm not blowing my own trumpet here. This is real. Okay? We're letting you know that Yahweh Hashem Yeshua is a living power. And you jakes are going to be okay, that are part of the Lord's sheep. Okay? I'm not talking about you 2/3 and you unelected Israelites. You're going to get it. All right? I'm talking about the Israelites that are sincere, that pray to Yahweh Hashem Yeshua, that believe in the Lord and his name. Okay? And believe in the truth in its entirety. They believe in the microsehit being the mark of the BEAST. They know, not believe in it. They know that the mark of the Revelation 13:16 is the MOTB. They know about the Israelite foreigners. Okay? All right? They know that the Edomites are these crackers. Okay? and so forth and so on. And we know our power, Yahweh Bashim Ashai, is a living power and a melanated power. Okay, Daniel 7 and 9, what the Most High looks like, the book of Revelations, okay, or Revelation. Is it yes? Let me because I sometimes mess up. I was saying adding an an S. It's Revelation, isn't it? Right. The book of Revelation, King James Version. Yes, book of Revelation. Okay. The description of the Lord is in the book of Revelation. Okay. The revelation of the Lord, King James Version. Yeah, Revelation 1 through to, 1 through to 15 gives you a description of the Lord, man, and his coming. All right. We know that the Lord is a melanated power, Yahweh Bahashem Yahshai. Okay. We know that our people are scattered to the four corners of the earth. We know that our rulership is coming. We know that the heathens and his Edomites are going to be slaves. Okay. We know that salvation is not for everybody. We know this letter, this love letter from Yahweh Bahashem Yahshai, right? Lord, I'm saying this correctly. From Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, this love letter is written from the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, to his sheep. You know? Just all 144, Brakti Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Okay? It's a love letter, man. Okay? Because the Lord's beloved are his sheep, right? Like King David is a beloved of the Lord, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, a man after the Most High's heart. Right? Didn't King David get put through the ringer? The same way you're going to get put through the ringer. All right? But when these things do happen, like that song, lean on me when you're not strong, I'll be your friend. Hey, man, Yahweh Hashem Yahshai is our friend. Then Yahweh Shai said that, he does, the Yahweh Shai said that, how does, actually, you know what? Let me get the scripture up, man. Ye are my friends, right? Ye are my friends. And the Lord tells, when you have your best friend that you're growing up with, don't you tell your secrets to your friends? Oh, Brakti Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. Yeah. I said, ye are my friends, and the search results say 144. Brakti Yahweh Hashem Yahshai. That's the spirit. John 15. When you have a friend at school, right? You might have a group of friends, but you got your bestest friend, right? Your best friend. Don't you two like sort of, talk with each other and give, let you know about you might have a friend at school say, yeah, man, I like so and so. She's pretty. Nobody else knows this, but except you. You're like 10 years old. You like the girl in the other class, and you might tell your best friend, oh yeah, she's really pretty. I like that girl. Nobody else knows except you and your best mate, right? Or you tell everybody else, they're going to say, yeah, you like her. Nah. I'm just talking about when you're 10 years old, of course, right? You know how children are, right? Your best mate, you're going to tell everything, aren't you? Okay, that's why Yahweh Shai has told his friends, right? Everything that they need to know for salvation. All right, so Yahweh Hashem Shai has given you his name. Yahweh Hashem Shai has given you this truth. You know where you're from, you know where you're at, and you know where you're going. And you got the name for guidance and protection. Okay, so you're good money. You got that spiritual compass. Just keep going. Don't dwell on the day before. It's not going to repeat. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. This is a test. You want to pass with flying colors? You got to keep going, bruv. All right? John 15 and 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. All right? That's John 15:14. Let's go to verse 15. Henceforth, I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father, okay, Abba Yahweh, I have made known unto you. See that? The secrets of the Most High Yahweh. Yahweh told His Majesty, His Supreme Majesty, Yahweh told His Majesty, Yahweh Shai, right? His son. Then Yahweh Shai told his elect. That's powerful, man. straight from the mouth of the Most High to the ears of Yahushua, then from the ears of Yahushua, right? I'm sorry. Then from the mouth to, from the mouth of the Most High to the ears of Yahushua, and then from the mouth of Yahushua to all his friends. That's amazing. All right. So what you got to worry about? And this is for me, and this is for me as well, because yesterday, sometimes you get put into situations where you get a little bit shook to a certain degree, but then you start calling upon the Lord, and then you get delivered out of it. But these things happen, all right. But Yahweh Shemashai got me out of it, all right. All right. So this simulation is almost over. Let's keep going, Jacob. All right. You got the name. You got the tools. You got the tools to get yourself out of situations. Use them. All right. Use them and keep moving forward. All praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yashai, B'Hashem Rakak Kodash, Mawatha Bad Baba, Kwame Hashrala Shalom.